Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Schoolboy here with another video, and we're gonna be talking about Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm trying to have an F to give about this show. Um, it's really hard to find one right about now because it's so excruciatingly boring. But we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna make the best of what we can make the best of because it wasn't really too much that it gave last night, to be honest. But anyways. Before we get into that, make sure y'all check out Hotline Bling chat room. This week we got a two-part episode, two parts. It's so much mess. We took a hiatus through the holiday seasons, let y'all go on and eat that turkey and all that. And throw them damn leftovers away. Stop eating them. If you still eating leftovers in this Monday, slap yourself. Um, we coming back. First part of the episode is gonna come on Friday, December 1st. Damn, 25 days from that day. Well, 24 will be Christmas. Jesus. Hallelujah. I ain't got no kids or no woman to buy no gifts for this year. I be telling y'all Christmas, I'm like a Jehovah Witness. Hallelujah. We'll be talking about the first part of episode 3, part 1 will premiere December 1st, 10:15 p.m. Eastern, 9:15 Central Standard after Bell Collective. And then part 2 will go ahead and drop, and that will come out Saturday, December 2nd, at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. Ooh, why I got a tongue tied right there. But either way, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and check all of that out. If you haven't caught up on the episodes, please go to Chef Don Don's channel, subscribe, hit the notification bell button so when the episodes drop, y'all get them. If you haven't seen episodes 1 and 2, which were both uber messy, catch up by going over there and watching them, now, so that you know what the hell is, going on with the things and the things and the things. Oh, and today I did learn a little bit of information. Of course, y'all know my web reality dating series, School of Love. The Chef Don Don Productions. Yes, Chef Don Don is a producer. Okay, he doing his thug thistle. He will be producing my new web reality dating series, and it's gonna premiere about around March of 2024. So we'll be gearing up for that around the beginning of the year to get that, done and out there to the streets. So then y'all get to watch me. As much as I critique and talk shit about everybody else's reality show, then y'all can talk shit about mine. Okay. So get into it. So, and that will also be premiering on Chef Don Don's channel. So y'all make y'all go subscribe to that black man because he always busy and the production is always amazing over there. So I want to let y'all know everything that I say on my channel is in my opinion. And if you don't like it, build a bridge and get the hell over it. Cause I'm gonna say what I want to say on my channel. You don't like it, it ain't really hurting my feelings at all. If you would like to donate to the channel, the Cash App and the Venmo is rolling across the screen, as well as my Twitter and my Instagram as my social medias. If you would like to promote your Black-owned business on Hotline Bling chat room or School of Love, please email at the email on the screen. They will get all that information out to you. So let's get into this boring episode, and I have a whole difference of opinion on this. And I probably don't have the same opinion as a lot of people. Okay. I'm not gonna hold you. But I want to say hi to everybody in the chat. Hey Chef Don Don, hey Stephanie M. It didn't get good to the end. I wanted Eddie and the neck husband to fight. I didn't, because all of it was actually petty and stupid, to be honest. Damn people don't know you, the damn people don't know you. Okay. I would have pulled the Candy Burris when she did that to Courtney, Ralph's side chick. I would have played like I didn't know you and would have never gave you the moment. Wendy did way too much for me. But anyways, let me get to before we even get there, because we ain't even got there yet. So we open up the show with Naneka picking up her husband Ike. Okay, and he's traveling a lot back and forth because he's a traveling doctor. So he's there like twice a month and they trying to make a baby. Now, in all honesty, unless my spouse had a job in which you was at home to help me with said child, I wouldn't be trying to have no child with no man that's constantly traveling, but you know, that's they marriage, her uterus, and they can do whatever they want to do over there. But it wouldn't be me. Okay. You be around there crying like Tiffany on Love and Marriage Huntsville at Lou, asking why he ain't home all the time because he got to go travel to make money. But hey, I guess she got enough coins, she can hire a nanny since, because that's gonna be the next issue in the next a fake outrage that she'll have. I can bet that next storyline. See how it already just come up? I didn't watch reality TV too damn long. So, but she wants him to be home more. Again, before you put a baby in you, you might want to tell him to sit on down so he could be at home more. Karen calls her to play pickleball and to bring her husband, and Naneka brings up Wendy's sister Ivy was the one that thought she was using Wendy's name to clout chase. And I could have sworn it wasn't Wendy, it was somebody, the cousin or somebody else. The story has changed multiple times with Naneka, and that's my problem. This is how I know the story is BS. The story has changed. At first, I thought it was something with Wendy's your in-laws knew Wendy's sister Ivy, and then now it's changed. Then I thought it was the cousin or somebody. The damn storyline ain't making it for me, and I understand what they're trying to do because let's be clear, we've seen this storyline just a few minutes ago on Real Housewives of Atlanta with Candy and Courtney. It's a replay. We saw the same thing when Wendy busted up on the scene and started arguing with damn Karen about how she knew her. And Karen was like, I don't know you. And she was talking, you do know me. So it's the same repeated, regurgitated storyline. We've seen it on Real Housewives of Atlanta with Nene. We've seen it with Eva and Clark, Yvonne from Clark, Atlanta. We've seen this same storyline. It's just been played and manipulated in different ways. And really, in all honesty, it's nothing new. Okay. Except for that voodoo part on there that I don't really like because I know that lady, her mama, that's a little bit too far, and Naneka is trying to reach. But the storyline has been done. That I don't know you. We just seen each other in passing, girl. We cool, but I don't really know you like that shit. We didn't see this. We've seen this. No disrespect, we've seen this storyline. Um, So Naneka brings up the Wendy's sister Ivy was the one that thought she was using her name for cloud, that and that what the cousin-in-law told her, that's the cousin-in-law to her husband. It's just a whole bunch of confusion, and I don't believe the damn story. Eddie supposedly unfriended Ike on Facebook, and they don't understand what the issue is because they were friends in high school. Now, here's the deal. I got a lot of people that follow me on my Instagram from high school. Okay. We was cool in high school. I ain't gonna say we was close, but we was cool in high school. Yeah, and you roll over, you find some people from your social media, from your high school, from the way back in the gap and all that cute shit. And they might follow y'all. Y'all might follow each other, vice versa. Don't mean we going out kicking it, having drinks. We just still know each other from high school. We keep it cute. And that's how I know what some of my friends from high school were doing, or associates. I'll even say associates, because some of these people I wasn't even that damn cool with in high school. Okay. I'm just gonna be honest with you. That don't mean shit. The man unfollowed him. I'm confused on what are we really concerned with an unfollow? And really, Facebook just upgraded to that unfollow follow thing, meaning that you can follow somebody's page will not necessarily be their friend on the page, that you're not actually friended. So I don't know what's going on with that, and I really find that to just be stupid. You worried about an unfollow and who followed? Like, girl, how old are you, Naneka, with that cremation 5 makeup and that terrible acrylic wig you got on your head? You're really trying me this season. And I'm telling you, this is how Wendy was her first season. And this is why I couldn't get into Wendy, because you do too much. You're trying to do too much. You're trying to be seen. And this is the problem with me, with y'all, with this casting with Housewives in general. Casting with Housewives in general now has become y'all just casting super fans and people that have sat here and watched Housewives over the years. They pick their favorite housewife and they try to mimic that personality instead of coming on here and just being you. That's really essentially the problem for me with Housewives. It then got to a point where y'all just casting super fans, because the real housewives that I would like to see, that ain't who you damn casting. You casting people that's super fans. And they're getting on here and it's showing. I don't understand. So They didn't know what the hell pickleball was, and girl, y'all could have Googled that. He was driving. Ike was driving. You could have Googled pickleball and figured that out. But they said they're gonna go down to Karen's event. So we roll on over to Gizzard Neck and Wide Back Robyn. They meet up to talk and to have drinks. Okay. So Robyn read a text about the pickleball invite, and she says Juan is coming. Well, Juan is unemployed. He need to be coming to help support you because this is y'all main check to eat besides them gas station hats that you're selling. And you're probably selling more with them gas station hats than Sheree will ever sell on She Buy Sheen. So, God bless. Make sure Juan show up to the events, all the events this year, even the reunion, since he ain't got shit to do. Okay. Is he getting unemployment? They hiring around there. I seen he can go be out there and be a greeter and shake the bell for Salvation Army if he need a check. I'm just saying it's some options out there for Juan. So Giselle claims Juan and her had a conversation at their reasonably shady event in Atlanta where they did the live podcast. And somebody tried to come for me last week talking about that dry ass podcast. And I'm gonna tell you, whoever the hell that was on my social media, you can go to hell swiftly. I don't care just because you sit on a housewives platform or whatever. Some of these people do not have the characteristics to be having no type of damn podcast, but you automatically get in the deal just because of the shows that y'all reside on. So at the end of the day, I don't care. I ain't listening to Giselle and I ain't listening to Robyn, and I don't give a damn how many millions of streams they have. They getting it because people just want to be messy and people want to report on it on their YouTube channel to make a coin. It ain't because either one of them heifers is that interesting. Please. I'd rather go around there and listening to Wanda no talking ass around there on her channel, Wanda from Love and Marriage Huntsville, than to listen to them two. I'm just gonna tell you that straight up. So you didn't check me with them 7 million views, streams, because no one cares. Okay. I don't want to hear two heifers sitting up there lying about whatever they lying about because ain't nobody telling the truth. So Giselle claims he yelled at her. And Robyn said he just talked loud because he used to coach. And so because he used to coach, that's why he talked loud. He wasn't yelling at you. Robyn, you got more excuses for Juan than Carter got liver pills. I'm sick of it. I swear to God, if that ninja told you that you go outside and the fireball was hitting the earth, you would probably believe it. That is how so deep you are into Juan. I swear you are all up in that man's rectum. You believe anything Juan tell you. And honestly, in this point in time, I don't believe Juan yelled at Giselle anyway. I don't even believe Giselle and Juan had a conversation because Juan then told y'all he don't give a damn what y'all think. And why wasn't this conversation supposedly caught on camera? Somebody tell me why the conversation wasn't caught on camera. Yeah, I call BS. Another fake way of Giselle supposedly holding her friend accountable and ain't holding nothing accountable. That's my feeling, and I stand on it. And Giselle keeps saying all he kept saying is that he didn't put his Peter Whacker in that lady. Again, I can't see Juan even giving a damn to give Giselle that type of energy to explain to her where he did or did not stick his Peter Whacker. So I don't really even believe any of that. I don't believe this conversation happened, but y'all can go ahead and keep playing with my intelligence. Robyn runs her mouth after the NECA told her not to say nothing about Wendy's mom and her having this shrine and putting voodoo on her and, saying that she's using her name for clout and clout chasing. And Wendy doesn't know her. And I'm just like, Robyn, You love to talk about anybody that you ain't got to talk about when it comes. Besides, as long as you ain't got to talk about you and Juan, you are ready to get in anybody damn business. As long as it's not you and Juan's real business or that real open marriage that y'all got around there, or we just together for the kids type ass marriage y'all got going around there. I'm over it. I'm over it with Juan and Robyn. Um, and Robyn, you love to go run tell somebody else business, but then you don't want to be honest. But then you want to be calling out people for talking about deflection. And girl, you are the queen of deflection. You wear the crown every season, year after year. It's so much deflection with you. It's ridiculous. It's coming out your pores. And I'm like, this with this Naneka and Wendy stuff, it really ain't that serious. You half us don't know each other. That's really all it is. Now, with the adding of the voodoo and saying that the mother got the shrine and all that, that's team too much, and I can't get with it. That part I cannot get with because it's ridiculous. So we rolling over to Mama Dorothy and Candace. They go outside to talk and sip a little wine and have that charcuterie board. I don't even know how to say it right. So if I said it wrong, hell with you. So they spoke about her touring and she can't spend any more money on on the next tour because she spent so much on the last tour. And they talk about she has more tour dates this time. And Dorothy is asking, is Chris making money with any private chefing and classes that she said he's doing? And basically Chris quit his job with his benefits to fool la la around the house and do, I guess, YouTube videos. I don't know what Chris do. Do he do YouTube videos with cooking? I don't know. And do private chefing so that he could be at the house more while Candace travels. Because she didn't like him being gone 12-hour days when she was at home. Now, I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm all for supporting your people's dreams and your spouse's dreams, but we gotta make it make sense. Now, if you are cool with your man being at home while you travel, Candace, that's fine. But what's the difference? He could have been still working them 12-hour days and bringing in that steady paycheck, plus chasing his dream on the side by doing the private chefing and the YouTube videos or IG videos or wherever the hell he do these recipe videos at, and sell his seasonings and still could have been home. If he would have had to just in advance taking days off to be at home so that when you're at home, he's at home, he could have did that. One thing I don't see, the math ain't mathing, and you talking about you can't you can't spend too much more money on touring, but then you're gonna take money out of your household so that he can stay home to do what? I'm not understanding. And I'm like, Dorothy, is he making any money doing this shit? Now, if he's making money doing this shit, I understand it. But if you private chefing and you're not making that much money, and you're doing Instagram videos or YouTube videos or whatever you're doing, and it's not enough money to sustain, and it doesn't make sense to help also fund your dream and his dream and keep steady income coming in, the shit don't make no damn sense. But I'm gonna just let you go ahead and go off with that. But it don't make sense to me. So to appease her and her wanting him at home, he quit his job, and you're a dummy because you wouldn't have told me to quit my job. I ain't quitting shit until I know we are financially able to stable, that I can be at home all the time. Fool la line to do what I want to do. If not, I need to be working. And I don't see that Chris is doing that much online with videos and making anything like that he's making bukus of money. So my thing is, you need to be working a 9 to 5, sir. Don't you got child support, or is Candace covering that? I'm gonna leave that alone. So Dorothy asked if her and Robyn are okay, and Candace says she isn't in a good place and with Robyn, and because she was humping the fence when it came to co-signing for Giselle against that mess with Chris, which I totally understand. I do agree. Bump it. If you're gonna be riding the fence, I ain't got time. And that's where I didn't respect Robyn again, because you backpedaled and peapocked on that when you know daggone well in my eyes. Now I'm gonna say this is for me, that Giselle was wrong, and that's not what that was. That man was trying to have a private conversation because he didn't like how you made him seem as if he was out here trying to approach you on some different type of stuff in that dressing room. But see, I would have been smarter because if I was Chris, I would have brought another man with me or another woman with me. I would have never went anywhere alone or been around in any room alone with Giselle Bryant. Never, never. Hell no, hell no. And because Giselle, I'm gonna tell you something. She was married to Jamal for a reason. I'm gonna leave it at that. Dorothy wants Candace to move on and not hold any grudges and make amends. And Candace doesn't know if she can. And Candace, you know what? And if you can't move on and you can't make amends, don't force yourself. Do it whenever you feel like doing it. And she may never feel like doing it because the type of accusations that Giselle was insinuating about Chris, you can't never come back from stuff like that. And I don't think I would have ever been agreeing with that. And I don't think I would ever be cool with that. So we open up the next scene with Karen and Ray, and here Ray Burley acting like he can even truckle up the damn thing to get into the pickleball event, and they bringing food in. And Karen says she enjoys Giselle since she got a new man, but Jason is not in the phone like Jamal. And I'm like, well, Jason really ain't on the screen at all. We seen Jason in what, episode 1 or 2, and we haven't seen Jason since because he supposedly lives in New York, but y'all see each other every other weekend. Again, Jason is another storyline. And anyways, Jason gives me trade, so I can't take Jason and this relationship with Giselle seriously. But if people think that is what it is, then I can't really get with it. They haven't, but Karen says they haven't seen him yet. But Karen, like we all keep saying, Giselle has told y'all, anybody that she's ever serious with, she will never present that person on this show. So just know Jason is a storyline for the moment. Okay, she's PR for his show, Winter House, and vice versa. That's all it is. It ain't serious. Cause I'm gonna tell you, if Giselle was really getting her back blown out like that, she still wouldn't be sitting up here trying to plot on folks. That's just my opinion. Mia comes in with Gordon, and Karen is still not hugging her. And I'm like, thank you, Karen, for keeping the same energy. Wendy and Eddie show up, and then Vivian shows up as well, which is also Karen's friend, which they've been always trying to get Vivian to come on Real Housewives of Potomac, and she will not do it because of the image that and the stuff that Real Housewives of Potomac brings. And Vivian, please stay the hell away from the show. Just be a friend of and be seen every now and then. We good on that. And she's also Nigerian as well. So since everybody's got this outrage with that on Twitter, and I'm going to get to that in a minute. Because I'm just going to tell you how I feel in regards to this. Constantly putting these isms on every situation on these shows. Candace says Chris can't come. He had clients he was doing for a private event. Giselle says she's not speaking to Candace and vice versa. They ain't speaking. And Candace said F her forever, and I'm with Candace. You would have lied on my mate like that about trying to say that they was trying to do something to you that wasn't happening. I would have no words for you either. Karen puts everyone together that has issues with each other to encourage them to speak to each other. So really what they using Karen for is the matriarch for this season, and to me, it ain't working. Please stop. It's not working. Okay? It's not working. Juan and Robyn finally show up together, and it's a shocker because we know Juan doesn't come to any events. So we all looking like, but again, Juan ain't got no job, so he can come. Juan and Robyn walk in, and then the women are shocked that he showed up. Juan says hi to everyone, and Robyn speaks to Ike. And I didn't know what the hell Robyn had on. It looked like she had something that she got off from Fashion Nova that should have been a leotard or a unitard. I don't know what the hell that was. All these holes in the side. It just looked tacky, just like Robyn always looks tacky. It continued to be looking tacky. I don't know what the hell that was. And Candace says she doesn't know what the issue is, and Robyn doesn't speak to her. And Candace, you should know what the issue is. You went against Giselle, and Robyn ain't got no brain of her own. So anything Giselle does, she's gonna be up Giselle's behind. And the women are playing horribly. The men are well, and they're having fun. And that's it. It was in Robyn contract that Juan had to show she wouldn't be fired if he didn't. Well, Ashley running around there without Gollum, so I don't understand the problem. And they over there faking like they getting divorced when we know damn well they not. So I mean, I don't understand what the problem is. They stop playing and go eat. And Karen starts this speech about people not being in a good place, and she mentioned Robyn's name, and then Robyn's like, "Why you put me into it?" And I thought we was good, and I'm like, girl, Robyn, y'all good for the moment. Karen and her mold don't see it for you, and vice versa. Ashley didn't lie about Michael cheating. She didn't lie about Michael cheating, but Michael's cheating got caught. He got caught on the blogs. So really, it's. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't care how y'all dance around it. Michael don't have to be around. And the other husbands are not there at every scene and every event either. In all honesty, Real Housewives, for me, I wish it didn't have to be integrating the husbands all the time, and for us to get more of the wives and not so much of the husbands. Because it's getting to a point where if y'all gonna be doing all this with the husbands, just make a Real Housewives of Husbands franchise and move the hell on. Because sometimes I don't even want to see some of these husbands, because the relationships are not even organic with the wives, and they don't even read well on TV. That's just my personal opinion. And Juan and Robyn ain't nothing but some damn roommates anyway, so I could care less. So Juan gets up and says he's leaving because, again, Juan don't want to have to deal with none of this. Juan probably still didn't even want to be in the scene, but Juan was there because he got to help Robyn keep that check because his ass is unemployed. Ashley tried to clear up the conversation with her and the NECA about Wendy being Osu and Ebo and the whole thing, and how she told the story wrong. Wendy is like, there's no issue with Naneka, and Naneka is like, well, I'm getting calls from your family saying that your mom is praying for my downfall and has a shrine. And I'm like, here you go. Naneka is just, I'm gonna tell you something. Naneka, you are insufferable with that acrylic wig. You are insufferable with that cremation 5 makeup. The story has changed 30 different times about who called you from whose side of the family, and I'm tired of it. I'm over it. The way you coming in is really extremely hard. It's harsh. It's tacky. It's unbearable. You're pissing me off the way Wendy did the first season, and you're not likable. You're really not. And then I saw that BS post that you put up on last week on Twitter talking about I have a publicist and all that. They handle my social media. You're pulling with what Mia did the first year when Mia came in hot the same way. And then when social media start eating y'all asses up, y'all can't take it. And then y'all go there and talk about y'all got a publicist and all this, that, and the third. Don't come on reality TV acting like you all that in a bag of chips, and then when you get ate up by social media, you can't take. Come in naturally and regularly and stop acting like you're trying to be something more than you're not. Because you irking my nerves and you're making my ass itch. It's ridiculous. Ain't nobody coming in no damn scene with that much energy to somebody that don't know. Y'all don't know each other. This stopped being about real friend groups years ago. Let's be clear. Everybody that's introduced on a reality TV show is not necessarily friends, not in real life. They just pick a woman and they say, let's introduce them to the group, and we're going to use so-and-so this week to introduce this person. 9 times out of 10, y'all ain't even really friends. Y'all co-workers. So let's stop the cap. And just because I'm in the same room with somebody don't mean I necessarily know you. I could know somebody in passing. I could have a friend, and my friend could know you, but I don't know you. And I'll tell somebody in a minute, hey, I don't know them. My friend does. Carter says the scene was it was too much. Michael makes money. Juan is unemployed. He has nothing better to do. Thank you. Juan need to show up. He ain't got shit else to do. Why does she have to tell us she had a publicist? Because she was getting ate up online, and she has been getting ate up since she ran across the screen because she's doing too much. And again, this is what happens when you cast fans of the show, because you're trying to mimic housewives of the past instead of being yourself. People would like y'all more if y'all would just be yourself. But y'all have to learn that first season. Naneka screaming her in-laws told her that Wendy's mom submitted her name to a shrine. Naneka calls, and here's the thing: Naneka, the first thing you went to was calling Wendy a bitch because you couldn't handle. So that lets me know you can't read. Okay, that's number one, and number two, you can't take when somebody's eating you up. Because see, in that moment, you'd call me a bitch, all bets would have been off. First of all, you bringing my mama into some stuff that ain't got nothing to do with me and you. I don't know you. Period. And see, that's when you start bringing up people's mamas and people go from 0 to 100 and want to fight. That's why. Because people sit up there and put 20 on 10. Stop bringing the families into anything. If you got smoke with the person, have smoke with the person. But Naneka, you don't really have to have smoke with Wendy because there is no smoke because y'all don't know each other. Again, we just saw this storyline on Real Housewives of Atlanta with Courtney and Candy. And Candy said, yeah, somebody may have introduced me to you at a party, but I don't know you. Candy never gave Courtney a moment after that. She acted as if Courtney didn't exist, and that's all Wendy had to do. And in my eyes, Wendy, you did too damn much too. All you had to do was pay Shorty dust. Wendy has not learned how to control her emotions in these scenes with these women. You still letting them charge you up. And that's one thing that I have learned about Candace now. Candace has finally learned, stop letting them run your emotions. Sit there and look at them heifers. That's where I can see Candace got some growth at. Wendy, you need to stop letting people rile you up like that. But I get it. They brought your mama into it, so I ain't going to tell you how to respond. Wendy pulls up the phone records and she calls her a hater. Wendy says she's attacking her and it's a flop. And she's up here flipping her hair. And I'm just like, Wendy, again, you're doing too much. I would have just ignored the woman and went on about my damn day. Personally, I ain't giving you that much damn energy to somebody I don't even know. Robyn is sneaking, talking to Ashley, saying Wendy is not allowing her to get it out. And I'm like, Robyn, can you shut the hell up? Every time you look over, you want to jump your ass in somebody else's business. But let somebody ask about you and Juan. You want to be shucking and jiving harder than anything else. Please sit down. Be humble, because at this point, you should be lucky that you even have a job. Because if it was me, your ass would have been fired after sitting up there all last season faking and shaking your storyline. You wouldn't have been on my set. I would have fired you. You better be lucky you have employment. And that's real talk, Robyn. That's your problem. They need to go ahead and fire you and break up you and Giselle once and for all. And let's see if Giselle can really stand on her own without the peanut gallery, i.e. you. Wendy says that article from that non-credible blog, because I ain't even gonna give you no airtime on my channel. That non-credible blog that brings up a shrine and where Naneka got it from. And I did let somebody know that got in my comment section on Twitter that tried to tell me to show me that article from that non-credible blog. I wouldn't believe nothing that came out of there. But if y'all want to go ahead and believe that, go off. I wouldn't believe not a damn thing that came from there. But go off. Giselle says she believes Wendy mama has a shrine. And I'm like, Giselle, you would believe anything as long as it's going against Wendy, Candace, or Karen. Anybody that them three, you don't like them, so you'll believe anything. Did you believe when Jamal was cheating on your stovepipe leg ass? Did you believe that? Uh-huh. They out here exposing Diddy. They might need to expose your ex-husband. Because we all know the tea about him messing with people. I'm gonna leave that alone. Those from Baltimore that know, you know. You know. You know. You know. Better hope he ain't the next one to be exposed. Everybody else might you I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Wendy says she found she wanted to go work it out with Mia. And this is where, Wendy, again, you called that lady slow last week, and now you in her face, playing in her face, acting like you want to work it out with Mia. Wendy, I need you to get a lane and stay the hell in it. And I need you to get some feelings, and I need you to stay in them feelings and keep the same energy. Because all of this bouncing around and doing all this stuff, this right here is what I didn't respect. Because I knew it was way too phony for me. And Mia didn't even believe it either. And in this case, I can't even front. I'm not even gonna side eye Mia on this, because I'm kind of with Mia. Like, why are you in my face when you just called me slow last week, and now all of a sudden you want to make amends with me? No, you trying to keep on giving a show to the NECA, and I don't understand what for. It was just too much for me. Robyn says she's deflecting, and I'm like, you should know all about the deflecting with Juan. Please. Robyn is at the table saying she's deflecting, and I'm like, girl, you the queen. You the queen. Mia and Wendy went to talk it out, and they pan back to all the times they beefed, and I'm just like, Wendy, this is so phony of you. And you know what? Again, I would respect you a lot more if you picked the lane and stayed in it. And then here goes Cal, the one that does Giselle's hair with all them terrible wigs. He agrees that Naneka is telling the truth. And I'm like, who asked you? First of all, who asked you? Second of all, you should have been fired a long time ago for putting them dry ass wigs on Giselle's head, okay, and trying to revive them wigs that's shivering and shaking that you keep dusting, blowing the dust off, trying to revive for Giselle. You should have been fired a long time ago. Sir, nobody asked you. You should have came in, sat down, and ate your damn food, Cal. That's what you should have did. Ninja, please. He got on my nerves too. So Juan falls into the food somehow on the pickleball fence. The fire rolls up from the sterno onto the ground, and everybody's freaking out. Somebody talking about it's the devil, and I'm just like, this is just stupid and foolish. This whole scene is just stupid and foolish. Naneka swears she's telling the truth, hollering, the shrine is like voodoo, and I'm like, Naneka, go to hell swiftly with this storyline. I mean, you ain't got nothing else besides you taking prenatal vitamins with champagne and trying to get pregnant by your husband. And other than that, you have no storyline or no introduction. Ain't you supposed to be a lawyer? What kind of law do you practice? You don't never go to the office and practice no law. You ain't got no damn clients. What, ma'am? Can we see something else about you besides talking about Wendy's mama and this damn shrine and Wendy supposedly knowing you and not knowing you? I'm sick of you already. Again, get a storyline. So we wrap up this stupid, dry episode where Karen says Juan knocked the food over, which he did, and he fell into the fence and knocked it over. And so she go over there to talk to Juan, talking about let's talk. And he said, and this is what cracked me up. He said, yeah, let's talk woman to woman, that shit. And I was like, yeah, well, Juan, you and Robyn do have a lesbian tease relationship. And Robyn is like the stud and you are like the femme. So it does kind of work. I can see that. Wendy says she was nice to Naneka. She doesn't know what the issue is, and she's bringing guns and she want to come. And I'm just like, you and Naneka both are on my nerve. And Naneka says her family started this mess and the shrine was true. And she says Eddie unfollowed Ike. Then she tried to bring Ike into it, and Ike like, what the hell we got to do with any of this? You told me in the truck we wasn't gonna bring this up, and I told you to chill out. Now you on some goofy shit. I'm trying to understand. Eddie like, and then Mia goes and tells Eddie what Ike says, and he says he never knew him. He didn't unfollow him on Facebook because he don't know the man. And then I asked Eddie about it, and he says, I just met you today. And I'm just like, this whole fabricated storyline is ridiculous. It's being drawn out way too long. And I swear to God, if this and Juan and Robyn are going to be the two main storylines this season, I'm telling y'all, I'm probably not going to do any more live reviews. They're probably going to all be pre-recorded because I can't take and I'm over it. And Eddie keeps saying he don't know him at all, and the episode ends. And I will just honestly say this episode is a F for me if I had to grade it. It's horrible production. Eric Fuller is the same person that's doing production on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and that's why that's over in shambles. And Real Housewives of Potomac is the same. It's in shambles. We are literally grasping at straws. You have too many housewives. We saw this on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills when they had all them housewives and no storylines, and y'all taking about one or two storylines, and y'all are trying to map this out across everybody's storyline because nobody has a storyline. This is insane. And it's going to be a long, drawn out, boring season. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not interested. I don't want it. I don't want it. I've never, like, this is tanking and bombing, and they need to get rid of Truly Production. Eric Fuller is screwing this up, and I know Carlos King is over there because that's his homeboy, because he used to work for him, and he's going to try to say he's doing a phenomenal job. No, though. F, he's not. He's not. He's not. This voodoo storyline, I've seen it on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I've seen it on Love and Hip Hop Miami. I've seen it on Love and Hip Hop New York. I have seen it on Basketball Wives, I believe. I've also seen it. Where else have I seen it at? I've seen it on other Housewives franchises. I'm over it. This, I don't know you, you don't know me. I've seen it on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I've seen it on Potomac before. We've seen this on other franchises before. We've even seen it on Real Housewives of Miami. Stop it. Stop it. Y'all literally have run out of storylines. There is nothing that y'all can give to this show anymore. And it's sad. You have all of these housewives and nobody has a storyline. Candace ain't got one. I'm sorry. Candace fans, she ain't got one. Karen ain't got one. Mia ain't got one because she ain't gonna be able to talk but so much because it's all kinds of stuff going on over there. She gonna have to be on mute unless she gonna show that new man she hunching on now. Who else? Wendy doesn't really have a storyline besides her picking another job that she has 40 different jobs now that we don't even know what lane she's in. Who else? Ashley, she gonna keep stringing along this storyline with Gollum over there, and they gonna keep acting like they ain't gonna get a divorce, not get a divorce, file the paperwork, not file the paperwork. How's Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert then filed the paperwork way before you, and you have been separated from this man since February of 2023, and we about to hit February of 2024, and you're still not going to file the paperwork. What are we doing here? You have Giselle over there with Sugarfoot and trying to front like she got, like they hunching, and we know they not. No storyline there. I mean, we absolutely have no storyline. We have nothing. And y'all are just reaching to throw shit together on a storyboard and say, okay, let's try to make this work. Let's just stir it in the pot and throw it at the wall and see what sticks. And it's horrible. It's horrible. It's lazy production. It's terrible. And then I'm gonna tell you what it is. And I you know what? And I Black people, I love us, but I'm sick of the colorism and the racism talk when it comes to Real Housewives of Potomac. They're not going to address it. You can stop tweeting about it. You can stop raising hell about it because it ain't going to be addressed. White networks are not going to get up here and have a real in-depth conversation about racism and colorism. So please stop it. And a lot of these situations really ain't got nothing to do with racism and colorism. It's just lazy storyline and lazy production. Simple as that. Naneka was dumb to take the bait to come in with the storyline the way she came in, but it was clear they didn't know how to put her or how to introduce her, so they chose this storyline of her and Wendy and whatever fabricated story that she came to them with about this so-called beef with family members, which what does the family members got to do shit between you and Wendy? Nothing. Again, the storylines are not giving. The storylines are not giving, period. Let's stop playing like the storylines is giving because it's not. I literally got to come up here and pull teeth to give y'all something of a somewhat of a review when I can't because I'm bored and I'm fading out of the damn thing last night. I was asleep on it. I'm bored. When Married to Medicine don't have half of the budget as Potomac got, but got more storyline than Potomac, you got a problem. What is the problem? And I'm gonna tell you, with y'all being the lowest paid franchise, it's really showing. It's really showing. Because they don't give a damn about y'all. I'm gonna be honest on Potomac. And at this point, if they shut it down to Dare tomorrow like Dallas, I wouldn't cry. I ain't even gonna hold you. I would not cry. Because you're at season 8 and y'all have nothing. What are y'all gonna do by 9 and 10? You're still not gonna have nothing. So what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Explain it to me what we're doing. Right, 8 housewives is crazy to me, but only about 1 or 2 have a storyline. Exactly. You have 8, hey Julian, you have 8 housewives and nobody has a storyline. Not one that we care about. Tell me what storyline that anybody has on this show that anybody cares about. I'll wait. And I guarantee that fight is probably going to be with Sesame Street character, probably going to be the best thing that's going to give this whole entire season. And it came towards the end. So again, this whole season is going to be a snooze fest. And it's sad. It's sad. Y'all are letting Eric Fuller just fuck up the thing between Potomac and Atlanta. He's scoring both franchises. And Atlanta was out here way before Potomac. And it's like literally in the crapper. What is going on? I like Karen, but she hasn't had a storyline in years. We just love her dragging. And that's it. Karen has no storyline. I love her in her mode. But they ain't got no storyline. Hey, St. Marquis, I don't get it. And I don't know how this is supposed to make it as a long-term show when you're at season 8 and we don't have anything. Hey, girlfriend, and we don't have anything. We don't have anything. What do we have? We have no storylines. And I'm bored. We have no storylines. In all honesty, I would rather than put on Married to Medicine first and put Potomac at the end. Because I just can't, Potomac is not giving anything. It's not. Some people saying, oh, it's only episode 4. Give it time. It's not going to pick up. This is what it's going to be all season. If I got to see Naneka and Wendy arguing all season, I'm the hell with both of them. If I got to see Rob evading the questions about her and Juan, the hell with her too. Giselle trying to act like she fake holding Robin accountable, the hell with her too. It's nothing here. You 8 seasons in and you still don't have anything. So this is where you got to ask yourself, is it the talent or is it production? Or is it a combination of both? I'm glad that Roa is taking some time off. They needed hire some new girls, phase Candy and Kenya out. Kenya is my girl, but give her hair salon a show. Now that is a good spinoff. I didn't think about that. Giving Kenya her own spinoff for the hair salon. And I did see that she is hiring. Okay. She is hiring. So that means she will be open soon. She's still not open for those that like running down to people's damn businesses and shit before they open. Y'all got to stop doing that shit for clout. It's ridiculous. Candy needs to do Candy in the Gang. I do believe that. I think I was talking to Chef Don about that. I said Candy needs to do a parlay like Lisa Vanderpump. And when Lisa Vanderpump left Beverly Hills, she completely went to Vanderpump Rules, and it was 100% Vanderpump Rules. And I do think that Candy needs to go ahead and go on to Candy in the Gang and just make that and build on that. Okay, that's just my personal opinion. And yeah, you do need to hire some new girls. I want them to get out of that friend group of Candy's friend group in Atlanta. That's not hate, because I know you Candy fans. It's not hate. I'm just saying, can we get out of that circle? But I do understand that with casting in Atlanta has become difficult, like casting in Potomac. There's not too many people that have money that want to get on Housewives and really just like expose their business like that, because they look at Housewives and they don't feel like it shows Black women in the best light. And that is a lot of people's issue with Housewives, especially Atlanta, Potomac, any of the, more Black housewives. Shade. You sure the fuck was. It sure was. Simply Elegant one. Stop going to damn people's businesses when they not open for clout. Y'all love to be showing up at people's businesses and they ain't open. It's ridiculous. Stop doing it. If the business is open for y'all to patronize, then go. But until they say it's open, stay the hell off people's property. That's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all do too much for clicks, likes, and views and acceptance of social media. It's way too much. It's way too much. I can't do it. But I digress. It's just, I don't know. For me, the show is just, it's, the show is dry. I do think Potomac didn't need to come right back when it did. It needed to sit down, chill, cool off, and figure out how they're gonna go with them. Because I have a feeling the same thing that they're gonna end up having to do round there on Atlanta. Because Trudy Productions is running Atlanta and Potomac. They're gonna have to sit Potomac down for a minute and redirect. Because this season is not gonna be the season. It's not gonna be the season. It's not gonna be it. Right, that was so ugly. Kenya was obviously still in construction. That was a soft opening. Thank you. They can put Potomac on pause for a year or two. Honestly, I won't miss them. Neither will I. Because I'm so sick of the damn fans and the distress that y'all be constantly doing all on the damn Twitter. Oh, it's this, oh, it's that, it's this, it's that, it's this, it's that. Let me tell you something. At the end of the day, them heifers don't kick it with each other. They're all co-workers, okay? In the words of Latrice Rogers from Bell Collect, we co-workers. A lot of them is co-workers. That's it. They ain't gonna be hanging around each other like that. And with a cast divided as bad as Potomac, them trying to use Karen as the matriarch to pull it back together, it ain't it. It ain't working. They're grasping at straws, and they need to stop trying to try. Please, for me. Because Karen don't even fool la la with half of them like that. So why y'all trying to use Karen as the matriarch? Make it make sense. Stop. They can put Potomac on pause like they did Atlanta and rework that out. And I'm not going to be upset about that. Because at this point, they actually, I'm going to tell you what they need to do. They need to fire Truly Productions and let Purveyors of Pop or somebody else. Well, I'll say Purveyors of Pop because I like Purveyors of Pop. They produce Miami and they produce Married to Medicine. They need to put them on Potomac and Atlanta and tell Eric Fuller, in the words of Shawnee Henderson, his services are no longer needed because he don't know what he doing. He around there making Real Housewives of Atlanta and Real Housewives of Potomac like damn Love and Marriage Huntsville, like Carlos King. Please get him off the case. We need to get him off the scene because he's killing the show. What they can do is a Miami style mini reboot for Potomac if they have storylines or hire a new cast. Exactly. They need to hire Purveyors of Pop. They need to take it over. Because what Purveyors of Pop did for Real Housewives of Miami, they totally revamped it. And I love Miami. Actually, Miami is one of my favorite ones right now. Miami is my favorite. I love Miami right now. It gives. But some people can't get into Miami. I don't know why. I love Miami. Purveyors of Pop could do Real Housewives of Atlanta, not Potomac. Potomac girls are too broke for me eating Costco sandwich on a paddle boat. Ooh. Not Costco sandwiches, because a lot of them don't have the money. A lot of them don't even live in Potomac. Karen is the only one that lives in Potomac. Everybody else lives outside of Potomac, except for that new girl Naneka. And from gauging from what she bought in Potomac, she didn't buy turnkey ready. So I question her money too. Because if I'm a bad bitch like that, I'm buying turnkey ready. I'm tell you like that. I'm coming in, everything modern, everything new, and I ain't got to pull up nothing, do no floors or nothing. Okay, I'm gonna be balling like Dr. Nicole down there in Miami. Dr. Nicole and them bought what a $20-something million mansion, and then got a nerve to gut out shit. I was like, well, I think the kitchen is cool. What y'all finna do in there? Potomac Money is not like that. They are the lowest paid franchise. Let's be clear. You know, so like I said, everybody else besides them two lives outside of Potomac. And Giselle live over there in that Lego house down there in Bethesda, and not in the new money part of Bethesda, but in the old money part, where she got that probably off of the what's that, off of the they probably took that probably was in foreclosure, and she picked that up for a cheap price, because Giselle's cheap like that. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. I can't, in my words, I can't really see it like that for the situation. And I don't. Potomac needs some help, and I can't do it. Now I will be on the Whether You Like It or Not panel on Yakratee's channel tonight with Scotty, Relly B, Simply Sakina, Yakratees, and Scotty by Nature, and we'll be talking about Potomac, and I so that'll be at like 7:15 Central my time, 8:15 Eastern. So y'all go over to, make sure y'all check it out on Yakratees' channel, and I do have it on my community wall of what time. I'm sick of it. I watch Miami and Beverly Hills for the glam and the light shade of it all. That's why I watch. And I'm gonna tell you, Miami and Beverly Hills for me are my palate cleanser from Potomac and Atlanta, because Potomac and Atlanta are draining as hell. The fans are draining as hell. The fan base is draining as hell. These fan pages are draining as hell. And that's why I watch the other stuff, because y'all get on my nerves. Real Housewives of Atlanta gives the girls like Kenya and Candy because they can spend coin. Real Housewives of Potomac is way too low budget. It is. And it's gonna probably remain low budget. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. But I really ain't got too much more for them as far as the review. Like I said, I was good that I gave y'all 45 minutes. I'm almost up to an hour. I'm surprised I'm still here. And I'm still here because I'm talking to y'all about the production of the show. And I'm also learning, because shout out to Chef Don Don, working with him about production. I'm learning of how, much money you have to put in production, what different things you have to do behind the scenes, how the editing works. And I'm really learning a lot of things from him. And I can honestly say he teaches me a lot of stuff about production and a lot of things that I think allows me to look at the show a lot differently, not just also from a viewer's point of view and someone giving commentary, but to really look at the show as a whole, and the direction and the storyboards and how you create storyboards. Because again, I'm going to be a part of my own web dating reality series, which we have production, and the production team has storyboards. They have the dates mapped out, the storyboards, the everything. And that's how you create the storyboards in order to tell the story, in order to move it to reality TV. And that's where a lot of people don't realize, without a natural born story, they have to go and create stories on these storyboards and make the drama. That's why y'all say, what a storyline's not given, is because they didn't come with a storyline, and the storyline that they're going to have to use is not going to be enough. So we got to just be realistic about it. We got to be realistic about some of this stuff. And I just feel like, Naneka came in too hot. She thinks, she's going to outdo this and she's going to outdo that. And it's not it. I'm just tell y'all. So again, that's all I got. They need to fire Truly Productions, Eric Fuller. And for somebody that he claims that he views social media so much, you clearly aren't in touch with what social media is saying about neither show. It's both trash. So that's all I got. Ain't got no more. But I do want y'all to make sure that y'all this week do check out the 2-part episode of Hotline Bling Chat Room. First part is going to premiere Friday at 10:15 Eastern, 9:15 Central Standard Time on Chef Don's channel. Make sure you just go subscribe to that brother's channel, okay? Subscribe so that when the videos drop, y'all get that. And then also, part 2 is gonna air on Saturday at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then what else? Okay, check me out tonight on the Whether You Like It or Not panel at 8:15 Eastern on Yakati's channel. And then also check me out at, I think it's 3:45 Eastern time. I'll be back to talk about Married to Medicine. I have a whole lot to say about Married to Medicine, and I got to get into some people's behinds. And I also got some stuff to go ahead and point out that I want to talk about and get into with Married to Medicine. Yes, so y'all check me out. Make sure y'all have your notifications set for later on when I pop back in. Y'all have a blessed Monday. I need to go eat something or take a nap because I got a lot of things to do today. I'm going to be busy and I'm probably going to be tired. See y'all, stay blessed.